Hey, what's up guys, it's Glink here. Well, it seems as though I've pissed off the internet, and this is the obligatory video where I defend myself. Over the past 2 days or so, I've had an overwhelming influx of comments coming in on one of my recent videos, titled Idiotic YouTube Comments Number 2. To be exact, I got around 200 comments. Now, of course, this was all spurred on because I did mention in this video a certain Mr. FUNKe. Now look, I'll explain the whole situation, but before I go any further, I do want to say, I think FUNKe is actually a pretty cool guy from what I've seen. He seems like someone who could have taken this a lot worse. Someone who makes pretty good and quality videos. And for the record, I never had a problem with him, even when I was making that video. In fact, I don't even really have a problem with his fans or his viewers or anything like that, but I do feel the need to make this video to clarify a few things because a lot of people seem to be confused. Okay, so let's start from the beginning here. I have this series of videos called Idiotic YouTube Comments. It is only 2 videos long right now, but the point is, it is a type of video that I was planning to make. Like most of my videos, I got around 100 views on these, and around 10 comments or so from people that already know me from my Twitch and all that. Mostly supportive comments, mostly likes, that kind of thing. And where I fucked up, or I guess where things changed, was when I made possibly a stupid decision to tweet about my video, and in that tweet, I did tag FUNKe, and also the needle drop, by the way, not expecting at all for either of them to actually watch my video, let alone make any sort of response to it. And then you might say, well then why did you tag them? Well, because it shows their Twitters, it shows their YouTubes, it shows who they are, and I'm pointing out that they happen to be featured in my video. Now, FUNKe, of course, did his response, which I have no problem with, and then from his response, of course, an influx of his viewers, which are vastly more than mine, came into my video, spammed dislike, and, well, showered me with content for another idiotic YouTube comments video. No, I'm just kidding. Mostly negative comments, not all. Initially, I was just replying to some of them that I felt were inaccurate or unfair towards me, but there's just way too many, so that's why I'm making this video. Okay, so something important to note about this whole situation is I really don't have any ill will or bad intentions to anyone in my YouTube comments video. And in fact, like I said, absolutely no one had a problem with the video until FUNKe's fans came in and watched them. And that's somewhat understandable because, incidentally, in my latest YouTube comments video, after rewatching it, I was the most harsh on FUNKe, and that wasn't intentional because I disliked the guy or anything like that. I had no knowledge on who the guy was, and I had no personal problem with him. You might not believe this, but actually the reason it sounded like I was being the harshest on FUNKe was because the word fuck and FUNKe are an alliteration together, so to me it sort of sounded funny or just rolled off the tongue to say them together, which is why I said the word fuck so many times when I was referencing FUNKe. What led to that, and what led to every other response to every other comment and person on YouTube in any of these videos, is simply the fact that I go to a video that I like, I see some comments that are kind of annoying or interesting or stupid, I respond to them, and then I follow up with whatever they are referring to. In this case, that happened to be Mr. FUNKe, and yeah, I came off as kind of rude, and I probably would not have done that again, knowing the kind of guy that FUNKe is, but that is just the thing, like, I don't know them, and therefore the responses I'm making to them in their videos or their comments are not personal attacks at all. I'm simply going in, reacting to comments, and then giving logical reasons as to why the comments are stupid, while also responding to the content of whatever they're referring to. So when I saw the FUNKe comments, I of course went to his channel, and oh man, this was the biggest point of contention. And this was in fact what FUNKe made his video on, which is the whole controversy between his Wind Waker avatar, me claiming that I apparently had my Wind Waker avatar first, and also throwing in Leafy's avatar in there for fun. Now, why did I do this? Okay, I never had any thought in my mind that this would generate the sort of response that it did. From my perspective, this is what I was doing. A lot of the people that watch my videos watch me on Twitch or know about my Twitch. And on Twitch, I have that Wind Waker avatar, which I've had for a little while, certainly before I knew about FUNKe or Leafy. At no point did I honestly think I was the first one to have that avatar between me and FUNKe, me and Leafy, or me and anyone else on the internet. I mean, the reason I said it like that was kind of because I'm trying to make a point of how we all have similar avatars. And it would have been a lot less interesting if I just said, huh, wow, would you look at that? We all have similar avatars. What a coincidence. No, that would not have fit at all with the theme of the video and the commentary I was doing. So I just said, why is everyone copying me? Like, obviously they aren't copying me, but I'm saying it seems as if everyone's copying me in my mind. But, you know, as a joke, I'm not being literal. I'm not being serious. I know he's not copying me. He doesn't even know I exist, like I said. And in the comments, holy hell, people went crazy about that. People are like saying, you didn't invent Wind Waker, you don't own the rights to that, how dare you say that, you're so stupid and ignorant to think you're the first one to have that. Like, whoa man, I know I'm not the first one to have a Wind Waker avatar, man. Maybe you got the wrong idea and I can see why, but you have to understand that the tone of this video is not meant to be serious or literal. I'm just sort of stating that it's a funny coincidence that we all have similar avatars in what I thought would be a comedic way. but I guess not. One comment that I want to point out that just makes no sense at all is that this guy is saying people aren't disliking just because you said a couple things FUNKe fans might disagree with. It's more that you come across as a cynical, entitled prick, which is completely inaccurate because, like I said, I had no negative feedback, no negative response, in fact, all positive before I ruffled the feathers of the FUNKe fan base. The only reason anyone hates in this video is because I come off as an asshole against FUNKe. And like I said, that's understandable. I would not have expected any different response. I just didn't expect at all a response from FUNKe or his fans in general. If you legitimately think I got upset over other people having Wind Waker avatar, I really don't know what to tell you. I'm definitely not at all emotionally stirred, upset, triggered by any means because of another person having a similar avatar to me. If anything, it's interesting and cool. And then the final point I wanted to make, because this also seems to be a point of contention, is that I'm just being an asshole. I'm making fun of people. I'm being mean to everyone. This is a very bad style of making videos, yada yada yada. Again, all I'm doing is responding to comments that I think are stupid, pointing out why I think they're stupid, and then maybe watching some extra content, videos, and such from people that the comments refer to, and then responding to those as well. And again, people are taking this way too seriously. Now, if you totally don't believe me in saying that the only reason I got a negative response was because I happened to piss off FUNKe's fan base, and that normally this kind of video would be wholeheartedly accepted, I will give you some examples of videos that I just happened to come across just now after looking up stupid YouTube comments, which have overwhelming support, likes, and positive comments, basically doing the same format as my video, with even more views. Which, by the way, bearing that in mind, I might not even continue making the stupid comments videos because I really didn't realize how common this was on YouTube, but there are apparently a lot of other videos doing a similar thing. So I don't even know if anyone cares at this point. Probably not, because they just wanted to go to that one video and talk shit to me, which is fine. I have no ill will, once again, towards FUNKe, even towards his viewers. I understand this reaction. FUNKe seems like he's a cool guy, makes great videos, and that's about it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.